तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। वंदे गुरुर मंडलम। Shivoham. Welcome once again in this journey of knowledge and wisdom with Shiv Swaroday. If you are the first time visitor and watching this video, I would recommend you to start from the beginning, that is the first sutra of Shiv Swaroday, to gain maximum benefit. Alright, in the previous verse we understood how the Swar Vigyan is capable of producing auspicious results in our life. Further few verses are also talking about the glory of Swar Vigyan. The next verse is the 20th verse. It states that Brahmand Khand Pindadhyah Swarenaiva hi Nirmatah Srishti Sanghar Kartacha Swarah Sakshan Maheshwarah. The literal meaning of this verse is the whole universe, that is the microcosm and the macrocosm, both are created by the Swar. Swar is the cause of the creation and destruction of the universe. Also, Swar is the Lord Shiva himself. In some of the previous verses, we discussed that the five tattvas are the creators and sustainers of the universe, and in them the universe dissolves. Today's verse says that Swar is the microcosm as well as the macrocosm, and it is also the creator and destroyer of this universe. To understand this verse completely, you need to have a very clear understanding about what is Swar exactly. Swar is the breath. But when we say breath, it is not just the air, it also means the flow of the prana. So Swar is the flow of the prana through the breath. Or we can say that breath is the work of Swar and Swar is prana. So this prana is one thing that is creating the universe, that is Brahmand, and also the body, that is Pind. But when we refer to Brahmand, we refer to Swar in reference to of Mahaprana. This Mahaprana is the very cause of this universe. So we can also say that it is the strength of the Mahaprana through which the universe is created. One thing that gets clear again and again through Shiv Swaroday is that everything is energy and consciousness. What we tantric worship as Shakti and Shiv. And when I say Mahaprana, I am talking about the great pranic field that is all around us. This pranic field is the one that is creating the whole universe. Whatever we are seeing around us is essentially the energy that is vibrating at different frequencies. Let's understand this through some basic science. You all must have read about atoms. Atom is the smallest constituent of the matter, be that solid, liquid or gas. Now the atom is so small that it cannot be seen with naked eyes. As per a well accepted theory, an atom is made of electrons, protons and neutrons, and electrons are moving around the nucleus. Now nucleus is an extremely dense core in the center of the atom consisting of protons and neutrons. All these particles continue to stay together, including the electrons, because the energy that binds these particles together, this form of energy is called the electromagnetic energy, and it is very high in these atoms. Every matter that you see, touch, feel is basically just atoms. Every atom has different properties depending on its structure. Roughly we can say that an atom has the qualities of the element or the group of matter it belongs to. So what seems like a solid object to us is actually made up of billions of atoms carrying loads of energy, only energy. The great scientist Albert Einstein has already proved that matter is nothing but condensed form of energy. Anyways, even at the gross level, the atoms are present in the universe almost everywhere. The energy is also everywhere. There is this dynamics of matter and energy happening Nothing is existing in isolation, rather, there is an inseparable network of interactions, and in these interactions, a ceaseless flow of energy is manifested. So, what you see as static solid is rather rhythmic movements of atomic and subatomic particles along with the energy. Nothing is static, everything is moving all the time. What I am trying to imply here is that even the physics agrees that the whole universe is basically just energy in various forms. Tantra has always maintained that this world is the play of Shakti or energy, and now scientists have also agreed that in fact there is no matter in the universe, only dynamic energy. Swar is referring to the pran, which is the life force energy. And why is it so important? Because it is controlled by consciousness. This pran is the one that is controlled through inherently intelligent consciousness, forming the universe as we see around. Even our physical body is also the great work of Swar, in which current of the same Mahapran flows. The destruction of the universe and the physical body also takes place when the pran dissipates or leaves the gross. As soon as the pran leaves this gross body, this physical body, it starts to decay. The atoms that were engaged in forming our tissues, cells, and organs, they start to move apart. This level of pran that keeps a body alive and together is known as ahankar in the scheme of the 36 tattvas. Well, to know more about the 36 tattvas, you can read my book on Tattva Shakti Vigyan Tantra for Modern Man. Well, coming back, here in this verse it is also stated that Lord Shiva himself is the Swar. Lord Shiva is considered as the destroyer of the universe. Since Lord Shiva himself is the pure supreme consciousness that is controlling the Mahapran, and he is the one who can destroy the whole universe when the time comes to the process of annihilating the Mahapran, this is called Pralay. That's all for today. Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. I bow down to the divine sitting in your hearts. Shivoham.